friends, and welcome back to the Afrofood Diary. My name is Geraldine and I make recipe videos from Norway. You're welcome to my channel. If it's your very first time, I appreciate you for clicking on my video. I promise you always leave my channel with something good, maybe in form of information, in form of yummy recipes, in form of entertainment. Just stick around, subscribe, and activate your notification bell. That way, whenever I upload a video, you will be the first to know. My returning subscribers, you guys are just the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So in today's video, I want to through today's video encourage someone out there. I want to use the little story around my preparation to give birth to my son. I'm going to be sharing with you what I cooked, my African foods and all that in preparation to giving birth, and how plans changed, and the perfect picture I had in my head, it didn't work out. That is the topic for today. Let's get right into it. So in 2018, I was due to give birth to my son in April. And sometime around March, my hubby's work changed to a different location and we had to move. Not like we had to move. We had just moved into this place, like the house where I'm in now, and getting ready to welcome our little bundle of joy, getting the cots, getting the all these baby items ready, and of course I tried to cook and prepare ahead of time. It was already March and by next month I should be due to have my son, so I started to cook my soups. I made stews. I remember vividly making carrot stew. Yeah, I made carrot stew. I made tomato stew. I kind of steam dried tomatoes and saved in case I just want to quickly make stew. I wouldn't have to cut and steam dry tomatoes from scratch. I remember steam drying the tomatoes and just packing them in containers and putting in my freezer. I remember making a goosey soup. Did I make a goosey soup? Yeah, a goosey soup or noodle soup. I made oha soup. I just cooked a lot except rice, because that is so easy to put together. Like if I have a tomato stew or sauce already developed and kept, to put jollof rice or white rice together to pair with it doesn't really take time, right? Yeah, so I made a whole lot of stuff. I also I didn't make yam, the hot yam pepper soup they usually give to a woman that just had a baby. I didn't make that because I felt it doesn't take time to put together as well. But what we did was like to we prepared to kind of close to the date to cut up yams and peel the yams, cut them into sizable pieces and save in the freezer. So it's just to pull out and make something. So that was my perfect plan. My freezer was already full, and and it happened that job plans changed and location changed. So initially we thought maybe hubby could be going to and fro, but that's a lot of stress, taking flights to and fro, and it will require him staying away maybe for a whole week and then maybe coming back weekends, and I was due to deliver my very first baby in the next month. So it was scary, but at the same time it was a good thing, because who want to sacrifice a job for just to stay in a particular location doing nothing? Nobody. So and and another thing was that the hospital where I was to give birth is also far away. So what it means is that if maybe I go into labor and hubby is not around, it becomes an issue, right? Of course I could call an ambulance, but this is a first time delivery, so there's a whole lot of fear around it. I'm sure if it were to be second or third or even fourth child, the person would have been more experienced. And again, remember, abroad you don't have like families around. The closest of our friends were like 40-45 minutes away. So it was a whole lot of stuffs around this. So I remember we also tried to find out, we had some kind neighbors that offered to, okay, if anything happens, the lady was like, my husband could drive you to the hospital. Oh, that was so kind of them. I could also remember some other friends we contacted, okay, maybe to have someone come stay with me, But when abroad, things are not like, it doesn't really work that fast like at home, where you can easily call maybe a cousin, call up a sister, or call up even your parents to come stay with you, or even travel down to stay with them if they are in a different location. That kind of a thing. It's not that easy here to get such help and luxury. Yeah, it's actually a luxury here. So it didn't work out. So at the end of the day, I decided to pack my bag, pack my bag and go with him. It was impromptu. It was just suddenly we are moving, so we had to pack just the basic things that we needed. Basically, our clothes, my hospital, hospital file, the stuff, the documents for going to the hospital, my baby's bag, and I think baby things were the most important things we packed. A few of my clothes and just one or two pair of shoes, because then my close to delivery you kind of swell a little bit, so my shoes weren't even my size. I had just about two pairs that I got specifically for the pregnancy period. Yeah, so we now traveled, and in my mind I would be back in 3 months or highest 6 months, after having my baby. So we moved. So the foods, I couldn't pack the foods. I just took maybe about 2-3 containers of the food I already put in the freezer. It was just an hour flight away. So I just packed that and put in a check-in bag. But the rest of everything I had cooked and planned perfectly, I couldn't take them. So we moved down and we started to settle in there as well until my baby came. And my baby didn't come exactly when it was expected. I was like 1 week overdue, and so a lot of emotions around then, and pregnancy and what it does to people. So the food, I like the soup and all the other things I packed to go with, to move with, we ended up eating them even before the baby arrived. So that's perfectly planned perfectly planned filling of freezer with food and all that. It just kind of went down the drain like that. So we had to start making things from scratch. Even when baby came, we had to make things, and so hubby had to make Jimiracle. Oh my god. Yeah, so so that is my little story around preparation for giving birth. I'm sure that from my story you must have gotten some ideas on what to cook and what to put in your freezer if you're preparing to give birth. Basically, make things that you love and you think you will love after, because there are things you may be craving while you're pregnant, then when baby comes you may not really like them again. So think through it very well and be sure that there are things that you would want to eat when baby comes. Just make them and save, and of course pray that all the plans you have work out. Okay, so but with my story, I want to also tell you out there, it may not be pregnancy related, it may not be changing location related, but maybe just somewhere you are in life and the things you plan are not working out. Plans change and things happen, and in fact, not just change, some plans just fail. Okay, but also know that at the end of the day, every single thing that happens to us in this life, at least that's what I believe, it has a reason and a purpose. Some things, like most things, take us by surprise, but one person that is never surprised by any situation you're facing is God. Just hold on to him. Even when things are all shaky around you, you can find that stability in knowing that God cares for you, in knowing that he loves you. It doesn't matter if you're perfectly walking with him. In fact, we can never be perfect in our walk with him. So with our faults, with our frailties, with our weaknesses, he accepts us and he loves us, and he cares for even our most basic needs. Like this video up here taught us the last time. Okay, it's a fun story, and it's a way of encouraging you, and it's also a way of giving you ideas on what to do, what the foods you can cook while preparing to have your baby, or while just going into a season where you know you're going to be very busy. Let's say you're starting to study and you need to meal prep, like safe things that will make life easier for you. So that is what I have for us in today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you found it informative or entertaining. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button so that it tells me that you love a video like this. And with that, I say have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.